morning. Welcome to Tribune News on here, your go-to morning news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. The impeachment defense team of Vice President Sara Duterte on Thursday denied reports it was set to present Mary Grace Piatos, an alleged beneficiary of the OVP's confidential funds, calling the claims inaccurate. A lawyer is seeking a reversal of the House Committee on Justice's decision to junk the two impeachment complaints against President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Senate President Tito Soto III said Thursday that Senator Lauren de Garda is set to become the first woman to lead the Senate, with support from both blocs, but dismissed speculation of a term-sharing deal. The Leyte Police Provincial Office on Thursday denied claims by Albuera Mayor Roland Kerwin Espinosa that he was refused police assistance, despite alleged threats to his personal safety. Known art collector Ronald Lauder was mentioned more than 900 times in the Jeffrey Epstein files released by the Department of Justice at the end of January. BDO Unibank expanded its investment offerings with the launch of the dollar-denominated BDO Global Equity Index Feeder Fund, giving Filipino investors access to professionally managed and diverse international equity markets. Young actor Andres Mulak is currently not seeing anyone, a decision he imposed on himself for the time being. Wingers Erica Santos and Vanny Gandler delivered the goods as Signal zoomed past Choco Mucho for its straight win and the solo lead in the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference on Thursday at the PhilOil Eco Oil Center in San Juan. Today is the 6th of February 2026, Friday, and I'm Eliana Lacap, bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. Tropical storm Basyang continues to traverse Agusan del Norte with maximum winds of 65 kilometers per hour and gusts up to 90 kilometers per hour. Signal number 2 is in effect over 16 areas, including Surigao del Norte, Surigao del Sur, Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, Misamis Oriental, Bukidnon, Camiguin, Cebu, Bohol, Negros Oriental, and Siquijor. Heavy rainfall of over 200 mm is expected in Cebu, Negros Oriental, Bohol, Siquijor, Surigao del Norte, Dinagat Islands, Agusan del Norte, Misamis Oriental, and Camiguin. Gale warnings remain all over eastern and northern coastal waters. Basyang will move west-northwest, cross Bohol Sea, and approach southern Cebu and Negros Oriental today. Now for a traffic update. Light traffic is reported at Balintawak Toll Plaza, Ciudad de Victoria northbound, Bukawi Toll Plaza, and San Fernando northbound and southbound lanes. Approaching Mindanao Toll Plaza, motorists may encounter an approximate 200-meter vehicle queue. Southbound at Duhat Bukawi, a road crash is occupying the rightmost lane, lane number 4, causing approximately 1.1 kilometers of traffic buildup. Patrol teams are on site managing the situation. Counterflow is suspended at Ciudad de Victoria. All other areas of NLEX, SOTEX, and NLEX connector, including toll plazas and interchanges, are experiencing light traffic conditions. Motorists are advised to stay alert and follow traffic advisories for a safe and smooth trip. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. The impeachment defense team of Vice President Sara Duterte denied reports that it plans to present Mary Grace Piatos as part of its defense, calling the claims inaccurate. Spokesperson Attorney Michael Poa said no such statement or strategy was ever announced and urged the media to avoid spreading misinformation. The clarification comes as fresh impeachment complaints alleging misuse of confidential funds and other offenses remain pending before the House leaders, following the Supreme Court's final ruling that earlier impeachment articles against Duterte were unconstitutional. Now, a lawyer is seeking to revive the impeachment bid against President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. after the House Committee on Justice dismissed two complaints for being insufficient in substance. Attorney Nery Colmenares said they aim to secure the support of at least one-third of the House members to overturn the panel's ruling once its report reaches the plenary. Committee Chair Representative Gervil Luistro said that the complaints lacked strong evidence, failed to establish a clear link to impeachable offenses, and relied on unauthenticated materials such as news clippings and videos. The Senator Lauren Negarda is poised to become the first woman Senate President, with support from the both majority and minority blocs. Senate President Tito Soto III confirmed, saying the transition is planned toward the end of the 20th Congress, before 2028, and not under a term-sharing deal. Soto dismissed rumors of an imminent leadership change, revealing a recent attempt to unseat him was blocked by the majority. Speculation grew amid tensions linked to a leaked Blue Ribbon Committee report and minority senators' visit to Legarda, though Soto said he still has enough backing to remain in office. Now, the Leyte police denied Albuera Mayor Roland Kerwin Espinosa's claim that he was refused police protection, despite alleged threats to his life. Colonel Janicio Apas stressed that police act based on legal requirements, credible evidence, and operational procedures, not social media posts. Espinosa surrendered Thursday after a Cebu City court issued a murder warrant with no bail recommended. Apas urged that complaints follow proper legal channels, assured that ongoing investigations are transparent, and warned public officials against making unverified claims that could mislead the public or affect law enforcement operations. Now, prominent art collector and Estee Lauder heir Ronald Lauder was mentioned over 900 times in the Jeffrey Epstein files released in January, showing multiple planned interactions in 2017, mostly arranged through their assistants. Documents suggest efforts to schedule calls, meals, and possible museum visits with shared interest in major artworks. It remains unclear which meetings took place or what was discussed. Lauder has not commented, and while his name appears frequently, no direct wrongdoing has been alleged in the released records. Now, BDO Unibank has launched the BDO Global Equity Index Feeder Fund, a dollar-denominated UITF providing Filipino investors access to international equities through a professionally managed, diversified portfolio. The fund primarily invests in a global scheme tracking the MSCI World Index, covering large and mid-cap companies across 23 developed markets. Managed by BDO Trust and Investments Group, it aims to long-term growth while balancing risks, though it remains exposed to market volatility and currency fluctuations. Minimum investment is $500 with a 0.50% annual trust fee, delivering one-year returns of 19 to 21%. Now, young actor Andres Mulak revealed on February 4's Fast Talk with Boy Abunda that he is currently single by choice, prioritizing his career due to a busy schedule over the past few years. He admitted to having courted someone before, but didn't progress into a relationship. Andres also said any future partner would need his family's approval, including his twin sister Atasha. When asked how in love he is, he jokingly rated himself a 10 for his work. Now, Signal secured its second straight win and the solo lead in the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference with a victory over Chocomucho. Erica Santos led the charge with 18 points, Vanny Gandler added 16, and Jackie Acuna chipped in with 13, while setter Jel Cayuna delivered 23 excellent sets. Signal's defense stood out with 12 kill blocks. For Chocomucho, Cici Rondina scored 19 points, and Ea Laure 11. The 2-hour-plus match saw Signal break crucial deadlocks and exploit the Flying Titans' inconsistent reception to claim the win. Now, a quick look at today's horoscope. Today calls for honesty and authenticity, Pisces. Skip the small talk and speak from the heart. This can deepen connections or clear the air. Express yourself simply and honestly without overthinking or performing. To free your spirit and strengthen bonds, sharing truth with clarity fosters emotional calm and trust, allowing others to understand you more deeply. Today reminds you that authenticity, not artfulness, creates the strongest and most meaningful connections. Now, Katribo, did you know that on February 6, 1964, General Emilio Aguinaldo, leader of the Philippine Revolution and the country's first president, passed away at 94? Aguinaldo died of a heart attack at Veterans Memorial Hospital in Quezon City after a long illness. President Diosdado Macapagal declared 15 days of national mourning, and Aguinaldo was given a state funeral. With his remains lying in state at his Kawit home, Malacañang, and the Manila Cathedral, Camp Murphy was renamed Camp Aguinaldo in his honor. His passing marked the end of a generation that fought for Philippine independence and the First Republic. Now, this morning's viral comes from a Facebook reel that has racked up 11 million views. Now, if your cat has a problem, they might want to visit this help desk, just like this adorable furry pal asking for help. Let's watch this.
Opo. Opo.
And that's all for now, mga katribu. Join us again at 1 o'clock p.m. for more updates. This has been Eliana Lacap for Tribune News on Q.